Hi students, today we're going to review section 4 of Exploring Healthcare Careers. It's not just doctors and nurses. So in section 4, we're going to talk about how to build your network, and this is so important. It was very important for you to choose the career you wanted. It was very important for you to understand prerequisites and what you need to do and build your education path, but it is just as important to build your network. I don't know if I've shared with you before, but I used to be the dean of biological and health sciences at Foothill College. And so we had 7 or 8 allied health programs there. And so I went to many graduation ceremonies and talked to many students, and they really said that the support of their family, the support of their significant others, their support of their whoever are their important individuals in their life was absolutely critical, especially for the 2-year programs, which are so intense. You really have to get your networks organized to ensure success. So let's talk about this a little bit more. So the outcomes for this section are: a student will understand the support they need to be successful in career training programs. The student will understand where to go on the college campus for help. And the student will begin conversations with significant individuals in their own personal lives to ensure they will have emotional and financial support necessary for success. So, build your personal network to provide basic needs and emotional support. So these are the networks that will be developed by you, your partners, your extended family, your friends, employer, mentors, teachers, coaches. So all of these individuals, you should talk to them about what you're going to do. You're planning to go to a community college. It's going to be very intense, and you're going to need their emotional support. And then here are resources that the college provides. Most colleges have a food pantry. If you experience any food insecurities, you should be sure to find the food pantry and get food. If you have housing insecurities, there are no community colleges with on-campus housing, but they do have connections for you to that might help you if you're experiencing housing insecurity. So you should ask about that. They have psychological services at every college campus. When it just gets really overwhelming, you're experiencing a lot of stress, you should definitely seek those out to talk to people. Most colleges also have, can connect you to CalWORKs. They have emergency relief funds on some campuses. So if you have like for example, if you're just totally short on money, you need money for your car broke or something like that, some colleges have emergency relief funds that they will let you use, let you have money. If you're a dreamer, there are dreamer support on most community college campuses, and you can look that up on the campus if you need it. So that was your personal network, right? So those are people, that's the group of, that is the support you're going to need to help you emotionally and with your personal business during while you're in school. You also need to build your academic network, and that includes building relationships with your teachers, with the counselors on the campus, with your classmates. One of the things about most of these programs is they are cohort based, which means all of you start in the fall. This is primarily the 2-year programs. All of you start in the fall and you progress together through the 2 years. And so your classmates become a very big part of your studying group. They are, just a huge resource for you to go to in terms of building your academic network. There are learning communities on different college campuses. There's Puentes, which is mostly for Latina and Latino students, Emoja, which is highly populated by our Black students. I really encourage you to be connected to those communities, because it will give you an immediate connection to the college. It'll give you an immediate group of friends to be with. Often there are faculty that are managing these learning communities, and it provides you just another level of academic support. There are embedded tutors. There may be embedded tutors in some of your courses, so definitely you should use those. There's tutoring support, online tutoring support on most colleges. And if there's face-to-face, I don't think there's any face-to-face right now during COVID, but COVID won't always be there. So there is tutorial support on most college campuses in general. Library services. All community colleges have libraries, and you should be a regular person in the library and know how to use it. It's a great support. And of course, this is, can't go there until COVID is over. There's, like I mentioned, online tutorial support that all colleges have access to. There's also, if you're a student who has an IEP or a 504, you should be sure that you go to your community college, to the Disability Resource Center or Student Accessibility Services. It's called different things at different colleges, so you just need to go, ask a counselor, tell them that you need some accommodations, and they will direct you to whatever the college campus. It's very important that you do that before you start your courses, because the colleges go through a lot to make sure that you have the accommodations you need, but it's very difficult to do that in the middle of the course. The faculty need to know at the beginning of the course that you need additional time on tests and so on. So, or a quiet place or whatever it is your accommodations require. So it's very important that you do that sooner rather than later if you start to have problems. And then you want to build, of course, your financial network. So what would be developed by you or your family. Perhaps your family can help you with finances, your friends, partners. Some people's employment will have funds that you can use for educational endeavors, so you should find out about that. You can also get loans. There are college resources there as well. Of course, there is College Promise, which is almost all colleges have it. City College in San Francisco, if you're a resident there, I believe that means your tuition is free, but I think you do have to be a resident of San Francisco. Most colleges have some form of College Promise. There are certain restrictions or certain criteria you have to fulfill to be able to qualify for it. So you need to ask about that. Ask about the College Promise program and see if you can meet the criterion. You can, of course, each community college has a whole financial aid department, and they can help connect you and help you fill out forms that you need for financial aid. So we've already gone over the student learning outcomes, and I don't really see a need to go over those again, but I think it's very clear that there are a lot of resources on college campuses, and you should definitely ask about what's there for you. You're almost there. We only have one section left. Congratulations, students.